In interactions with a narcissist, you may find yourself facing a distressing reality where no matter how egregious or harmful their actions are, they will inevitably find a way to shift the blame onto you. The nature of narcissistic behavior is such that they exist in a distorted, delusional world where they see themselves as perpetual victims in every scenario. Their entire approach to conflict and responsibility is rooted in a complex web of denial and blame shifting. Imagine, for instance, a situation where a narcissist attacks you for no apparent reason, unleashing a torrent of verbal or emotional abuse. Rather than acknowledging their own harmful behavior, they will go to great lengths to twist the situation and paint themselves as the victim. They will manipulate the facts, distort the reality of the events, and somehow find a way to blame you for their actions, no matter how unfounded the accusations might be. This constant blame shifting is not just a tactic, but a core component of their psychological makeup. To illustrate this with an extreme example, consider how psychopaths, who are also narcissists, might become serial killers. In such cases, they might justify their heinous actions by blaming the victims for their own demise, convincing themselves that the victims brought their fate upon themselves. While this is an extreme example, it serves to show the depth of the narcissist's inability to take responsibility for their actions and how they will manipulate reality to maintain their delusions of victimhood. This mindset is deeply ingrained and unchangeable. Trying to convince a narcissist of their own fault is akin to trying to argue with someone who insists that we live on Mars instead of Earth. It is a futile exercise because their perception of reality is fundamentally different from yours. In their world, accountability is a foreign concept, and no amount of reasoning will shift their perspective. The best strategy when dealing with a narcissist is to embrace what is known as radical acceptance. This involves recognizing that you are dealing with someone who will never see things from your point of view or acknowledge their own faults. Instead of wasting energy trying to explain or justify yourself, you accept the situation for what it is, an unhealthy and unchangeable dynamic. One of the most effective ways to deal with a narcissist is to go no contact with them. This means removing yourself from their influence and the toxic environment they create. By cutting off communication, you are not only escaping the constant cycle of blame and manipulation, but also distancing yourself from their distorted reality. This separation allows you to break free from the endless loop of emotional turmoil and begin the process of healing. Over time, as you maintain no contact, you will find that the intensity of your emotional reactions diminishes. Initially, you might feel like you are addicted to the drama and chaos, but with time and distance, you will reach a state of indifference. The narcissist's interpretations of events and their delusions will become irrelevant to your life. You will achieve a healthier mindset where you can view the narcissist as merely a part of your past, a challenging experience that provided you with important life lessons. In summary, dealing with a narcissist requires a profound understanding of their nature and the implementation of strategies like radical acceptance and no contact to preserve your own well-being. By recognizing that you cannot change their behavior or perspective, and by stepping away from the toxicity of the relationship, you set yourself on a path toward emotional recovery and personal growth.